We are back, my friends, at 8:40 now on your Sunday morning. Of course, as we mentioned a little bit earlier in the show, it is back to school season. I imagine we don't have to tell you that. You're probably in the thick of it yourselves. And for parents and kids, it can be a really stressful time to transition from summer mode all the way to school mode. Our friend Kevin Petersen with the Chronic Hope Institute joins us now with some tips on really how to ease some of that anxiety that comes with going back to school. Kevin, we are talking about two very different anxieties. For kids, of course, it induces some anxiety about, oh gosh, am I prepared? What's coming this school year? And for parents, it's, do I have everything ready to send my kids back to school? It's really crunch time right now for a lot of people.
Oh, absolutely. You're not, it's no kidding. It's, and definitely both sides need help.
So let's help them out a little bit here, Kevin, shall we? What advice do you have for them? If anybody kind of right now, their mind is just so clouded with this long to-do list of things they have to do right now.
I would say right off, for the parents is, pay attention to your kids and sort of see how they're behaving and how they're reacting. Are they starting to have stomach aches, headaches? Are they refusing to get out of bed? Are they not interacting with other people? They're not hanging out with their friends. Kids don't come with this automatic ability to say, I'm feeling anxious about school, Mom. And it's upon the parents to go to them and say, hey, I've noticed some things. I'm worried. Let's talk. Let me help you. And that tends to be the best way to start the conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, Kevin, we know that kids sometimes don't always want to talk, even if you approach them about the subject matter. There can be parents that are saying, I've tried this. I have asked my kids, if everything is okay. And they just tell me they're fine and they keep going on. What advice do you have for those parents who really are trying to help prepare their kids mentally?
Don't give up. Keep trying. Because we get that as therapists too. They bring the kid into therapy and the kid's like, I'm fine. I don't know why I'm here. And it's like, oh, okay, well, why do you think your mom brought you in here? They teach us those things in therapy school. And as a parent, it's the same thing. It's like, oh, well, okay. Then why do you think you're having a headache? Why do you think you're having a stomach ache? Why do you think you don't want to get out of bed? And just engage them in that conversation and don't be angry, don't be confrontational, but don't give up, be persistent and just be there to help your child.
Be understanding, certainly there. What about for the parent side of it? Because we do know that just with adulthood in general comes a lot of anxiety. I can only imagine what it's like trying to prepare one kid, multiple kids to go back to school, to try to deal with their anxiety, but also have to manage your own. That is a lot that we don't give enough respect to parents.
And yes, no doubt. And my big thing for that is obviously I like to see the parents practice their own self-care first, which models for the kids that, hey, I'm going to do yoga. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to work out. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to take care of me, which in turn makes me capable of taking care of you. And I'm also a big advocate for families in this situation of starting routines. Let's get to bed early. Let's wake up on time. Let's act like school's already started. And let's sort of get the whole process, let's get the show on the road a couple weeks ahead of time. And I think that helps everybody to start smoothing their way through the hurdles that are coming.
We love a good routine, Kevin, especially here when you have to wake up at 3:30 in the morning. We need a strong routine to really get us through. Kevin, there's going to be a lot of people that really want to dive a lot more into this topic. What resources do you have for them, my friend, to maybe help them out?
My favorite resources for this exact situation is always the community mental health centers that are all over Colorado and especially the Front Range. And they have child therapists, they have adolescent therapists, they have family therapists. That's the first place you should go. The second place is going up on the Psychology Today website, punching in your zip code, and if you have insurance, your insurance plan, and there'll be people to help. By the way, the Psychology Today also has a lot of great articles about this topic and other topics about how to go through this and how to get help. And the other thing I would say is don't be afraid to talk to your friends that are going through the same thing. Create your own peer group resource and get help from your pals.
Those informal support groups that we so desperately need in our lives, every single one of us. Right now, let's just acknowledge it is hard being a parent. I'm not it, Anusha is, but I hear the stories. I know that it's hard. All the respect and all the kudos to everybody out there who is making it work for their families right now. Kevin, my friend, thank you so much for being with us and helping us out this morning. We very much appreciate it.